Hi guys, Nintendo 13, and I am back again already. It's amazing how my last couple days have gone, because this couch is loaded up again, and I couldn't be more excited to show you some of the stuff that I've gotten. So, let me start off with one of the coolest things, in my opinion, because of the story behind it, but um, I have a Game Boy, I think it's Game Boy Color. No, Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Game Boy Advance game that my mom had bought brand new, and all of us kids have always been, trying to beg it off of her because we wanted it. Well, finally she came off of it. I had found her a Rose DS Lite, if you remember from a few videos back. Well, she really wanted that as a second DS. So she traded me straight up for it, and I finally got my copy of WarioWare Twisted. Such a fun game. It can be a little difficult if you try to play it um, on an SP because everything's upside down or on a DS. But the game is still a lot of fun. And it's jumped in value too. She cut the box up just to keep just the picture that says WarioWare Twisted. And I wish she wouldn't have done that because that box is really cool. So, yeah, I got that like 2 weeks ago, but I kept forgetting about it. Okay, lots of pickups. Okay, so I went to Walmart the other day, and I was looking at basically their clearance section in the showcase. And they had 2 copies of this. One was opened, one wasn't, so I said, why not? For $15, I got Wii Fit U with the Fit meter. It's not the one that has the board, but it's alright. At least to have this version right here for my complete set. I'll be really happy with that. And $15 is not a bad price for it. They also had I think 2 other games that were 15 bucks, but I'm not sure if I'm going to jump on them yet. Then, from my buddy, the computer store where I used to have games, he got this in, and I paid him 10 bucks for it. Got a purple Game Boy Color, and in it was Centipede. Really stupid game, but whatever. It was free. The game was anyway. Whatever, 10 bucks for this, not a bad deal. And then, let me get to... I only have a couple more like places where I got stuff, but it's just incredible. Okay, I'm gonna go to more of the eBay packages that came in. I had three more packages that came in from eBay, and 2 of them were auctions that I won, and one was a buy it now. This first one is a manual lot because I like NES manuals. I like to have them in my games. So it was $26 for 18 manuals, and that wasn't bad at all. The ones that I did not need or I upgraded, 3 of them I upgraded. So yeah, 5 manuals I did not need. Tetris, Mario Duck Hunt and Track Meet, Mario 2, Mario 1 Duck Hunt, and Blades of Steel. There were 4 manuals that I don't have the games for yet, and those are Maniac Mansion, Goonies 2. I don't know why I don't have this game, it's so cheap. Adventures of Bayou Billy, and Dick Tracy. So, be looking forward to picking up those games to complete them. I like having the manual first, then it's easier to find the game sometimes. These are the ones that I actually needed for my collection. Mickey Mousecapades. Here's one I was very excited for. I'm glad I got this back. Dragon Warrior 1. We got Marble Madness. DuckTales. Got a little rip in the corner. See that? But it's fine. I mean, I'll upgrade someday if I come across one. Otherwise, it's good enough for me. Sky Shark. Millipede. Rad Racer. Hogan's Alley. And Super Mario Brothers 3. So now I have all the Mario Bros. Versions with the manuals. That's a plus. And then I had 2 games that I had won. This one, I believe it was... Yeah, this one I got for $18 shipped. And that is Conquest of the Crystal Palace. It's not a very common one anymore. I've never played it, but I have seen some gameplay of it. And it's one that was on my want list. So, there's that. And then for $21 shipped, I couldn't beat this deal. Mega Man 3 with the manual. Now granted, Mega Man 3 is only about a $20 to $25 game anyway. But to have the manual with it, I thought that was a really good deal, and $21 was awesome to win it in the auction. And let's see... I will go to GameStop. Now, I specifically went to the city half an hour away, Flint, Michigan, just because the GameStop had this game and they weren't going to send it over. And Disc Replay is like directly next door to there. So it just works out good when I get a reason to go over there. But I picked up one of the harder to find newer Wii U titles for $16.19. I got SteamWorld Collection. SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig. Been excited, looking forward to playing this. And it is complete and it has a manual. Very, very awesome. So I couldn't beat that. It was like $17 out the door. And I almost just paid $25 online. Okay. Alright. Here you go. 3 pickups left. Okay, I stopped at Goodwill over in Flint. This is about 3 hours ago. I mean, we just went after that, had dinner, and came home. It's really funny how it worked out, but I'll explain as I go. So, Sarah found a book that she thought looked cool. It's called House of Secrets. And she didn't know much about it, but thought I would like it. And it's actually one that I've been looking for almost 4 years. But I haven't been able to find a copy without, trying to order it. And to order a book like this, it's so heavy, and you just don't want to do that. But anyway, this was a library's copy, and I don't care, because that's the only way that I've read it anyway. So I'm very happy to own this, so we'll shout out to Sarah for an eagle eye. And then they had these 3 things in their showcase. The first one, it's a DS case, kinda. It says Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt. Now down at the bottom of it, it says demo version. And I've had the demo version before. But inside of it, it's got the regular version. It does not say not for resale. So I don't know what's up with that. But it had the manual, and it's all nice and intact, little cardboard thing. This they wanted $2.99 for. I thought that was a really good price. Then I had looked at picking this up before. I know it's still pretty cheap, but they had this marked at $4.99. Codename Steam for the 3DS, and it is still sealed. Not that you can tell, but yes, it's still factory sealed. Yeah, $4.99, not too shabby. And then Lego City Undercover. They had this marked $10. And I'm very happy to have this, even though it's the player's choice. I don't care, because I have a regular Blue Label copy of this game. But I'm at a point about halfway through the game and I was loving it. And then it pops up with that error, clean the disc screen. Which is stupid because it was a brand new disc that I put in there. So hopefully something of that is corrected with this version. And then I can just swap the discs or whatever. Because for the Wii U, Nintendo did not make different discs for the Nintendo Selects. Pretty neato. Usually they do. But yeah, I'll remember this. Okay, remember this $10 one. So then they had this sitting in the toy section. It's all boxed up, all taped up. Not too bad. I mean, it's really not a bad condition box. It really isn't. Still got a bunch of good glare on it. I did cut the tape myself because they taped it up, which sucks because now there's packing tape on it. But I checked it out in the store because I'm not going to pay for it and leave there without making sure on the stuff. It did come with one controller, AV cords, the power cord, and it's even got, it's got an unopened online starter disc. It's got all the paperwork, it's got the baggies, it's got all that stuff. Somebody even folded the big baggie up. Registration card, it's got the egg carton, little shell thingies holding it on, and the system. So, let's see. It's never been opened. Looks really clean. This might be about the cleanest PS2 Slim I've seen. Maybe that's why the box is so good. Really nice condition. So yeah, this is a 75001 model. Now, I asked her, I said, the box for this said $29.99. And I said, is there any way that you can do any better because I'm not going to be making it back here, around here at any point in time. And if this doesn't work, I don't want to just be out $30. And she's like, well, it looks like to me it says $24.99, which it clearly doesn't. But she said, the best I can do is take $5 off. So how about $20? I said, that's awesome. Thank you very much. So it was $20. I used my 30% off coupon after that, which was sneaky, but and that right there cost me like $14. But the coolest part about it is I just got home, looked at the receipt, and realized that they never even charged me for the Lego City Undercover. Granted, it would only cost me $7 after my discount, but still, I'm sorry. I'm not going back out there to be honest with them and tell them that they gave me a free game. It was given to them, so thank you. So yeah, all that stuff right there cost me $21 and some change. So that was hell of a deal. I was very excited about that. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that PS2. I'll try it out, see if it works. I already got a Slim Silver, and so does Sarah. So I really don't know what else I'll do with it. Okay, let me get to... Before I get to my last pickup, which just happened about 3-4 hours ago, let me show you what the boss lady at the shop gave me this week for the work that I did. She gave me this case right here. You can see that. Sega Game Gear. Now, in here is a whole bunch of games that are going to fall out and a whole bunch of stuff. I'll break it down for you. Okay, so first of all, I got a Sega Game Gear. It does not work. It's got the problems on the LED screen where you can only see a few bars. Typical, but I figure, now having two of these that don't work, I can follow a tutorial and tear one apart and see if I can fix it. Okay, it came with power cord, which actually works for Genesis Model 2 or the Game Gear. So that's a plus to have. And then it came with this Game Gear battery pack. Pretty neat. Okay, let me put these back in here and I'll get to the games. Because there's a bunch of them. Alright, so we go with these loose games. We have Mortal Kombat. I think the highest priced one in here, Zool. Woody Pop. I hate these cases. I really do. They're not easy to open. Especially with my hand the way it is. Alright. Sonic 2 and Sonic Tails. The one that everybody's got. I'm not even gonna open them. Screw it. Super Monaco GP. X-Men. She does have her name written on all of them, which is fun, I guess. Batman Returns. She said that people were stealing her stuff all the time and her kids' stuff, so that's why she did it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Well, I'll save that one for last because it's the best one. Sonic the Hedgehog, Triple Trouble. Whoa, juggling here. Super Columns. The Lion King. Super Smash TV. Tasmania. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Sonic Chaos. X-Men Game Masters Legacy. Chuck Rock. Solitaire Poker. Putt and Putter Miniature Golf. And what I think is the best one in here is Axe Battler, a Legend of Golden Axe. So that's really neat. Nothing huge, but also I'm not going to go through it all, but she's got this huge stack of manuals and posters and all that inserts from the games and the system. Thought that was pretty neat. So there's all that. Of course, none of the games are going to do me any good unless I get a system working. You know how hard that is with a Game Gear. You could probably open them brand new from the package right now and they still wouldn't work. And the other thing that she gave me today was a car PSP charger and this really awesome pouch, PSP, and look at this. That's a PSP. That's 2 PSPs in 1 week. This one is a model 2001, and unfortunately she didn't give me any games yet, but that's just because she wants to check with her oldest son, because she knows that he still has his, and ask him if he wants any of the games or movies. But we put together into the cases most all of them that were there, but there was, I'd say, between 30 and 40 movies and games. Some really good stuff. Nothing like, lottery winner or anything. But yeah, that I thought it was really cool. Good stuff to work off. And next week I'll get a bunch of those games. So, super sweet there. Okay, well, I think I'm down to the nitty gritty. And at 20 minutes, I better be. So I was over to Disc Replay, or as you know them in the other neck of the woods, Super Mega Replay, but ours is stupider on their prices. So a guy brought in a bunch of stuff, and he was standing there, and we were actually talking while the other guys were busy working. And he got his receipt, wanted to cash out, and they were only going to give him $1 for this book. So I gave him $5 for it. He goes, "Meet me on the parking lot." Sure. And that is this awesome hardcover Zelda Spirit Tracks Collector's Edition. Yeah, it was worth $5 for me, no doubt. It's got a little corner damage, like it's been used. I mean, whatever. But that's amazing. I like that a lot. So he was like, "Yeah, give me anything more than they would have given me. It's yours." It's like, yes, because they were gonna put a $12 price tag on it, $11.99. So I'm like, "Excuse me," and I went and talked to the other guy. Okay, so here's how it went. I'm gonna show you my big old stack of games and stuff that I got. But I ended up taking a couple things in trade. It was stuff that it wasn't going to do me much good to try to sell it on eBay. It wasn't any real value for trading or flipping or anything. So it was just stuff that when I was cleaning my room, for the most part, I had come across, and it just happened to be they took it and offered a decent price. So when I was all said and done, I had $76 in credit, and I paid exactly $76 in cash. So it worked out really neat that the games essentially were half price. And of course, on their buy 5 get the 6 free, I bought 18 items, and 3 of those were free. The free ones were an $8 one, a $5 one, and a $3 one. So $16 for free. That's really cool. Alright, let me delve right into this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so I'm not the only one that can get stuff when we go there. Sarah went and picked out some movies. Now that she just scored, probably, I don't know if you heard, she was talking about her video where we were at Volunteers of America the other day, and yesterday, and she walked through the electronics section, found a Blu-ray player for $2.52. Picked it up, brought it home, and it works like a champ. So, no remote or anything, but universal remotes, whatever. So, she wanted to pick up a couple new Blu-rays. She picked up one, it was $6. Won't Back Down. And then, this one was actually free. Paper Towns. And then she got a Medea movie that she did not have. Tyler Perry's Medea's Big Happy Family, the play. If you watch any of these Medea movies, they're always funny. They're just hilarious. But watch the plays. They're so much better. And I ended up getting myself a movie. Now, I think this is not the actual movie. I think it's the television series. But I don't care. That makes it actually even cooler for me. It's a BBC video, which means it's from England. Which is just fine because this is definitely dry humor stuff. But I got The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And this is in a weird double case. And it does have, it's got a flyer in there for the BBC video. It's got a little manual. And then it's got both discs. Just a really neat little Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy package. So I thought that was cool. That was $3.33. I wasn't going to turn that down. Okay, I picked up a game just because Retro Social Work Game Hunter had sent me a list, knowing that I don't go to Xbox section, asking me if they have different games so that I could maybe throw one or whatever in the trade box. So I found one on his list, and for $4 I picked up a copy of Driver 3. It's in really good shape, and all except for it's got somebody's name written on the inside of the case, but everything else is really, really good. So, figured okie dokie. Then I picked this up, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have, but I did anyway, because I had been looking for it for a while. Not like actively seeking it out, but just keep my eye out. And unfortunately, this has a little water damage to the outer case. but it's got the manual and the disc is great, and that is Little King's Story. It's an X-Seed title, which means it's probably pretty good. And like I said, that is complete, but you can probably see on there the wrinkles. It's got some wrinkles to it, and that sucks. It was 15 bucks, and sadly it's about what it goes for, so I could have probably got it without any damage. But I don't know. I just took it because I had it and I had been looking for it. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 new GameCube games. Holy cow. And a lot of these are ones that I never see. Let me, okay. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to start with the ones that I never see anywhere. $2.99. Karaoke Revolution Party. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't remember ever seeing this one except for on PlayStation 2. So that's going in the collection. And that is complete. Yeah, that's complete. This one, Michael had just sent me the artwork for it. It had a lot of water damage to it also. But I figured for $4.99, Turok Evolution. And that is complete. Happy about that one. Here's 3 games that I don't ever see at all. $7.99, Dr. Muto. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual, which is getting to be about the norm anymore. Same with this one. Dragon's Lair 3D. That one is hard to find, missing the manual. And one that Sarah got really happy about. Oh, that was $7.99 also. For $4.99. Hadn't seen this version either. Casper Spirit Dimensions. And once again, no manual. 2 more GameCube games. You ready for this? Resident Evil 0. Black Label. $4.99. $4.99 for that. That is just awesome. Really awesome. $5.99. Resident Evil 4. It is player's choice, but for $5.99, I can't turn that down. That is just like the best version of this game ever. And it's like nice and mint. Sarah's been getting into horror games. I'm gonna get her into this one. Okay, she had picked out 2 DS games. She saw that they might interest her, so one was $2.99, one was $1.99. So she picked up Inkheart and Disney's A Christmas Carol. This was the one that was $1.99. I like when they ring up cheaper. So I was looking in the NES stuff, and they had 2 copies of Faxanadu, and they were both $7.99. I already have the game, but I asked them if they would sell me the manual that was with one of them because they were the same price. He says, you know what? It's the same price because we don't have a value on manuals. So if there's no value to the company, there's no value to me, and you can have it. Sweet. So I got Faxanadu manual. That's awesome. And then I got only just 5 more games to show. Okay, I was talking with Retro Social Work Game Hunter on the phone, back and forth texting and calling when I was in there. And he's been trying to give me ideas for N64 games that I might enjoy. He loves that system. That's where most of his heart is. But I'm not. I only had my select few games, and I never branched out very far. So he told me if I could find a copy of Shadow Man cheap that I should pick it up. Well, they had a copy for $10, and right under it was a copy for $7.99, and under that was a copy for $6.99, and under that was a copy for $2.99. Really good label. I mean, this was the best copy of all. This was in much better shape than the $10 game. It all depends on who brings it in, who prices it to go out, I guess, but $3, okay. And then this is another one that I showed him a picture, and because he noticed this in the picture, it was definitely something that he said is a must-own for a hard-to-find game. So I took that suggestion because I really, truly value his advice on this stuff. And I picked up Rocket Robot on Wheels. It was $24.99. But if it's half as good as he says it is, I'm happy to pay that. I don't remember ever seeing this game anywhere else, so I'm happy to have it. And then, for me, the best of the best from there, I picked up 3 NES games. Now, this disc replay, they are really good about having obscure stuff. I mean, they have a complete in box Power Blade 2 for $650. They had Bomberman Second Attack for $120. Pocky and Rocky for $130. They just had so many good games. Dragon Warrior 3 and 4 both complete in box. I can't afford that kind of stuff, but they always come up with really weird, obscure games, and that's what I picked up today. For $7.99, another one off my list, Mystery Quest. Not a very good game, but not a terrible one either. $7.99. We'll just say that was the free one. Okay, here's another one I have not seen since I was a kid. Palamades. Or Palamedes, or however you want to do it. $7.99. That is way obscure to be such a cheap price. I'm sorry. Oh, and I got them to throw in 3 free dust sleeves. They usually charge $1 a piece, but I ask them every time I buy NES, can you at least put them on the ones I bought? And they do. Okay, guys, it is that time. I am down to my final game, and it, for me, is a doozy. I've wanted this for a long time. I do own the Super Nintendo version, and I don't know if I'm going to get rid of it yet. It all depends on how close to that this is. But for $34.99, which is a lot for me to spend on a Nintendo game, I am now the owner of Widget. See that? Can you see that? Can you read that? Atlas! Oh yeah, I've very much been looking for this game for a long time. Look at it. It's the only one, too, that says Atlas right on the end label. Just put it in your face. Atlas. Very, very cool right there. Somebody's texting me. I don't know who it could be. Ah, hey, Retro Social Work Game Hunter. Alright, cool. So no, I'm not going to answer him on here. I should just give him his answer. Ah! Huh, interesting. Okay, so, thank you guys for sticking around. This has been just a huge, huge amount of stuff, and I know this is now one of my longest videos ever. But I do thank you for checking this out. Now I can go pack up all this stuff and put it in my nice, clean room, where I'm really getting close to doing a room tour. I think that you guys would like to finally see what my game room looks like. And now that I've got my stuff taken care of, got some extra room in there, it's almost that time. So, I'm going to wrap this up here. And this is Friday evening. It's about 10 o'clock. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my dad comes home. So, I'm going to be gone for the weekend. That's why I want to get this done out of the way. I'm going to spend the weekend with him. That's all in this world that I want to do right now. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And let me know if any of those were something that you would have jumped on. Because I like hearing about that, knowing that I'm not the only one that geeks out over something stupid like a Palamedes. So, alright guys. Thanks again for watching. And you know you're going to see me really soon. Probably sooner than I expect. But, alright. Take care, guys. Bye.